Someone asked in the comments, why does God talk to you? I am an avatar of God, the Arcturians, Muhammad and Aisha, Krishna and Radha, and Matthew and Joan of Arc.
Support the making of a movie about Prophet Muhammad and Aisha.
Hi. Santos Bonacci. Well, why is he denying the existence of people and souls like me and calling us literalists? Like, I have come across this thing before a few years ago, and now it's being brought back to my attention by Holy Spirit, by my oversoul, higher self, my spirit guides, ancestors. They're all there. They're all around me. Archangels, angels. The first time I came across Santos Bonacci was a few years ago. I came across his YouTube videos, his YouTube work. And I did check out some of his work quickly, but then I kind of stopped. Like, I didn't pay that much attention. And I never went back to him or his YouTube channel or his videos or his work. And then after all this time, it must have been a few years, at least 3 or so years, if I was to guess, that all of a sudden a video from his channel, what is it, Mr. Astrotheology? Yeah, a video from his channel that I am not subscribed to, that I have not pushed the notification button on to get notifications from. I'm not even subscribed to his channel. No notification button on. Nothing. And after all this time, when I have not even been watching him or anything, suddenly, all of a sudden, a couple of weeks ago, a video from his channel, Mr. Astrotheology, with him in it, with 3 other youngsters, I would call them, having a round table discussion, and that is in the title of the video as well. I think the title of the video is The Round Table and the Knights of the Golden Age with Santos Bonacci. Right. It's from 24th of May 2021. I have it open here, right here in front of me, because I want to share something, a little bit of an audio from this video of theirs and of his. And the notification just popped up. And I know why, because that's spirit asking me to have a look at it. As I said, I am not subscribed to him or his channel. There's no, I did not hit the notification bell button where, when you hit that, you get pop-up notifications. None of that. It just popped up after all this time. Just like that, out of the blue. That was spirit doing that because they wanted me to have a look at that video. I was like, what? Like, I don't know. And then I was like, okay, I kind of remembered him from a few years ago, and I was like, yeah, he was mixing Bible and astrology, and he was, I thought his work was good. And he, when it comes to his work, he's been doing a great job. But there's just that one thing. Like, what is up with these people? Why do they want to deny our existence? That people or souls like me did not exist or do not exist. Or that the 144,000 mentioned in the Bible and the Quran did not exist or do not exist as a number of people or souls. Why do some people are just hell-bent on denying our existence? And whether we walked the earth in physical form, in human bodies, a few thousand years ago or not. Or the fact that, we are back here on earth, reincarnated in physical bodies again, and we are walking the earth again, and they are still denying our existence, or they have no clue about it. They're not even aware of it because they do not want to be aware of it. In their mind, they have already decided that we did not exist and that we do not exist. And they do not, it's like they don't want to keep an open mind about our existence, basically. Yeah, I think it's bothering me. I mean, I let this go, a few years ago, and I mentioned that in one of my old videos where I actually mentioned the same thing. I think that video was on Did Muhammad Exist? The same kind of thing where, someone like Robert Spencer writes a book and it sells millions of copies, and the title of that book is what? Did Muhammad Exist? Prophet Muhammad. And I was mentioning that a couple of years ago in one of my old videos. Did Muhammad Exist? It's here on my channel. And I was, getting a bit bothered about it back then, and now the same thing has been brought back to my attention by Spirit, and I'm like, oh, okay, here we go again with this. Like, seriously. I keep saying there are layers of meaning to these things. And yes, there is an astrological layer. There is a mythological layer. There is all of that. But there's the other layer of meaning where it actually was and is literal, as well as those other layers of meaning. Whatever other layers of meaning of of it all, whatever's in the Bible that Santos has been explaining about. So Santos Bonacci, and not just him, others like him, Robert Spencer, and coming back to Santos Bonacci, and he's saying the same thing, that all these archetypes did not exist literally, that all and questioning the history of all of it, and that Jesus did not exist, Krishna did not exist, and other archetypes like that they did not exist literally. And whoever thinks that they existed literally is basically an idiot, and it's all just nonsense. That, ouch, that hurts. Or maybe I could say that it's because he's not open to the idea, or he's just not so much an idea. He's not open to the fact that they could actually have existed literally. 'Cause like, why would someone like me get a vision of Moses, who is Musa for Muslims, Moshe for Jews? And I've shared that in one of my Quran videos here on my channel. And then Yeshua or Jesus and Mary Magdalene, I've had an astral meeting with them, both of them together, because they came to visit me with my twin flame, actually, all four of us, because Yeshua or Jesus and Mary Magdalene were also twin flames, are also twin flames. And the wider world is still not aware that the literal second coming of Jesus Christ has already happened. And Jesus Christ, the soul fractals, because there's the soul fractal level, which comes into a physical body, a human body, and then there's other layers of the higher aspects of our soul that we call our higher self, and then on top of that, above that level, there's the oversoul level, where we go to, archangels and angels. That the soul fractals of Yeshua or Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene have reincarnated, are back here on earth in human bodies, walking the earth right now again, and doing the same thing they were doing, 2,000 years ago or something like that? They're in Australia. They're teaching again. But the wider world is not aware of it. They're back here on earth, walking the earth right now, teaching just like they were teaching 2,000 years or so ago. But the wider world is just not aware of it, because the wider world is either asleep, or they're like Santos Bonacci, who do not want to believe that Yeshua or Jesus and Mary Magdalene actually existed literally 2,000 years ago, and are back, have reincarnated and are back walking the earth in human bodies again, doing the same thing, i.e. teaching humanity again, or human beings again. And this is the real deal. This is the real Yeshua or Jesus or Isa and Mary Magdalene. They're the real ones, not the fake ones. They are the real ones. And then, of course, I was also given a vision of Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, the Islamic Muslim Prophet Muhammad. And I also received a telepathic message from him. And it was about the same thing. Oh, did Prophet Muhammad exist, literally or not? And I was enlightened by Spirit, by Holy Spirit, that my oversoul, my higher self, my spirit guides, my ancestors, that yes, he existed, literally. I have had an astral meeting with Matthew. Yes, the Matthew in the Bible. Krishna. He actually was checking up on me and my soul at the time, because I was in that bad of a condition. I think this was in 2019. I was going through a lot, which I still am, but at that particular time I was in a very, very bad condition, and I did not have anyone around me. The only human being that I had around me was working away in another city at the time, and so I was alone and on my own most of the time. I just had my bunny baby, my Blu-ray bunny baby soulmate, and even with her, that was her last year before she transitioned back into spirit. There was a lot going on. So Krishna, he actually checked up on me and made sure I lived. Yes, it was that bad. It actually still is. So Buddha's been around in consciousness, and a lot of others. I can't even probably remember all of their names right now off the top of my head. And who am I? Who am I? Who am I the reincarnation of? Who am I? Or, who is my soul who is back here, reincarnated and back here in a physical body, in human form, walking the earth again? Did I not exist either? Or do I not exist even now in this moment where I am sitting right here in front of you? I am one of the wives of Prophet Muhammad. Okay? I am the reincarnation of one of the wives of Prophet Muhammad. I have been told who I am the reincarnation of, and I have been told and given a name, a specific name. And I have reincarnated. My soul has reincarnated and is back here in a human body, in physical form, in a human body, walking the earth right now. Again, just like I did 1500 years ago in the time of Prophet Muhammad, with Prophet Muhammad. Which means if I existed 1500 years ago in the time of Prophet Muhammad, and I am back, or my soul is back here in this day and age, again in this body, walking the earth right now. I'm sitting here right now in front of all of you. And if I existed then, and if I exist now, then how come Prophet Muhammad did not exist? And Santos was saying something about, we are the reincarnations of those gods or gods, something like that. I think I'm paraphrasing here because I don't remember exactly, and then I was like, oh right, so you believe that you are the reincarnations of gods, or those gods, whoever he was referring to. So if he thinks that he's one of the reincarnations of gods, or whichever god, and he's back here in human form walking the earth, then why could all these other archetypes, why could they not exist? Why is it not possible for them to exist? Why is it not possible for them to walk the earth 2000 years ago, or 14 or 1500 years ago, or 3000 or 4000 or 5000 years ago? Why could they not be incarnated or reincarnated and walking the earth? If you can, then why could they not? And then, I was thinking about that, and I was a little, upset and bothered even then. And the word that came through to me that I heard, fallacy. I was like, yeah, it is, because this argument that Santos is making does not make sense to me, because he's saying, oh, we are the reincarnations, but they could not exist. They could not reincarnate. They did not walk the earth, but we are. It's like I don't even know how to explain this, because this argument just does not make sense to me. And that's why it's a fallacy. 144,000. We existed and we exist. And even when it comes to 144,000, there are many layers of meaning to 144,000. But that does not mean that the 144,000 did not exist or do not exist as a number of people or souls who walked the earth before and who are back walking the earth right now again. End times, remember? It's a very important time. That's why we are all back here walking the earth again. And even end times, again, in biblical terms. And yeah, that's why, because there's plenty of biblical ideas and concepts or things that have been said in the Bible and the holy books, that they have been distorted, because the idea of end times is also distorted when it comes to religion. And so that's why, I can understand that, people like Santos would say, oh, if end times can mean that it's an end of an astrological age and it's not really, the end of the world, then everything else is also only describable through either astrology or mythology or something else, but that it does not have a literal meaning to it at all, like, if you know what I mean. And actually, that video that popped up, or that spirit did that. There's something I want to share. I want to share some audio from that video. And I don't know. I'll see if I have anything more to say after that, but please know that we existed literally, and we are back here on earth existing again literally, and I am the proof of it. And Yeshua or Jesus or Isa and Mary Magdalene or Maryam, they are also walking the earth in Australia teaching human beings again. Okay? Literally. The real ones. So, please know that we existed and we do exist. Literally. Let me play that audio.
Yeah, of course. Anatoly Fomenko, I've got his 2 volumes back in Australia, 2 of his first volumes. Very, 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 very interesting. Very interesting, because basically he's a literalist, of course, so he's trying to understand history from a literalist
he's a
perspective
mathematician from Russia. So
and attributing historicity to the Christ figure, which is pure nonsense. So, but what the incarnation of a Christ is the incarnation of a calendar. It's a creation of a calendar. And it goes according to the Platonic months. So the age of Pisces, which is ruled by Jupiter Zeus, Jesus, was the age of Christianity or Jesus, which is the mythology of the last 2,000 years. So essentially we've had a Jesus Christ, Julius Caesar, Anno Domini calendar. It's the same person. Because it has to be. They're stories. There's no history. When you read a gospel, you're not reading history. You're reading a gospel. That means it's a story. It's a nursery. It's a fairy tale for adults, but it's a fairy tale embedded with coded truth.
Amen.
Powerful truth, which is beyond the level of the literalist mundane mind, like Prabhupada, the dunce. Prabhupada, even the dunce Paramhansa Yogananda, the retard, thought that Jesus was historical. These guys are retards, and even retard. What's his name? Sadhguru. Sadhguru thinks I'm very clever because I'm talking with Indian accent and I'm very clever and you know. The guy's a fucking retard. He also thinks in literal terms. They're degenerates. The guy's a faggot. He's probably a pedophile. He looks like a pedophile. Most of them do. They're not truthers. If Sadhguru was a truther, he'd be talking about telling people that God is magnetism. He doesn't even know that God is magnetism. And yet, the Kriya Yoga School, they know that. So why doesn't Sadhguru know that? You've got Sadhguru Nath. He's a great teacher. He's from the Kriya Yoga, Babaji, Lahiri, Sri Yukteswar line. Sri Yukteswar spoke about divine magnetism in his book, The Holy Science. Why doesn't this fat retard faggot Sadhguru, I'm looking very, very holy and I'm a pedophile, I'm a faggot.
Someone just said in the comment section that he's recommending people get the jab and the live stream. That proves your point.
It's like, what's that other faggot? The Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama, he was getting funded by Nexium. they're all pedophiles.
If it looks like a faggot, it's a faggot.
There you go. Quote that, guys. Quote that. Straight up.
You don't have to be intelligent to work it out. You know, they're faggots. They're all a bunch of pedophile faggots. Oprah Winfrey, Tom Hanks, Bill Gates, Epstein, Weinstein.
Right. I think that's enough of that. Wow, that is so very disrespectful and just, I don't know, just throwing everyone into the mix just because you may suspect that they're all the same, but they may not be. And whatever he's saying about Sadhguru and how come Sadhguru does not talk about magnetism, whatever, how do you know? Or how do you know that he does not know about it? Have you actually talked to him directly and asked him that? I don't think so. So then why are you speculating, or why are you saying that Sadhguru does not know that? Because he may very well know that, but he may not have said anything about it, or he may not have talked about it because perhaps that particular subject or that particular term has never come up. And maybe nobody has ever asked him about that. And so he didn't say anything about it. But that does not mean that he does not know about it. And he may have his own words or terms for the same idea or concept that Santos is describing as magnetism. But he, you know, maybe someone like Sadhguru may have a different term or terminology for it. And then he's calling them, can I even utter? Can I even make myself say it? Like faggots? Like, okay, well, I know about, you know, the theories and all that, but that does not mean that you throw everyone that you may have a personal prejudice against because of whatever skewed, distorted personal reason or mindset, that they're all the same. Why are you throwing everyone in the same mix? Because they may not be all the same. But don't throw everybody in the mix. Let's not throw everybody in the mix. Because Sadhguru has been in my dreams as well. And he's the one who told me about us being from the bird tribes, because he's also an indigo, just like I am. And I remember I've also had an astral meeting with Sadhguru where he actually did some healing on me. And then recently I was sitting right here. I was doing something, and then for a moment I just came and I sat right here just for like a couple of minutes, and you know, a telepathic message just came through just like that, and it was from Sadhguru. I was wide awake. I just, you know, I came here, sat down for a minute, and the message just came through, and it was from Sadhguru. And I was amazed actually. I was like, hang on, he's sitting in India right now and I'm sitting in another country, and okay, maybe it could be that it's my, you know, it's our higher selves, and it's my higher self that's forwarding that telepathic message to me from Sadhguru, or however it works. But it was like, I was kind of amazed. I was like, wow, what? I just received a telepathic message from Sadhguru? Just like that? Wide awake. Wow. Like, how does that happen? Like, wow, how does that work? It's like, wow, okay. But then again, it's the same as I receive telepathic message or messages from spirit or my higher self or soul, archangels, angels, my spirit guides, ancestors. You know, it's the same as that. Like I receive telepathic messages from my, you know, spirit guides and archangels and angels and my higher self and oversoul, and just like that, I received a telepathic message from Sadhguru. It was amazing. I mean, I was like, wow. It left me like, wow, okay, that just happened. Oh, Santos mentioned Tom Hanks. Yeah, Tom Hanks has been in my dreams. Not dreams, well, I had one dream with Tom Hanks in it. I had another dream with Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, let's just say that I've had celebrities in my dream state. I've had Donald Trump in my dream state, like, you know, Hollywood celebrities, Bollywood celebrities, like VVIPs, okay? I've had a Prime Minister, is he still the Prime Minister of Pakistan? I have no idea, Imran Khan. In my dream state, it's like, because never mind. Why am I even sharing this? I've shared it now. So what am I... So yeah, it's like... Okay, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. People can believe whatever they want to believe. Anyone can believe whatever they want to believe. Santos Bonacci can believe whatever he wants to believe. If he wants to believe that we did not exist, literally, and that we do not exist even in this day and age, literally, then that's fine. It's cool. You know, it's like, whatever. It's like, you know, I mean, I don't know. It's like, I'm laughing, but I'm laughing as in, laughing is a spiritual weapon. Let's just say that. I think maybe that's all I want to say. But yeah, you know, these people have no idea what's coming, what's cooking up, what spirit is cooking up in the background, and what's to come, and the gathering is coming. That's the message I got from Spirit a while back, that the gathering is coming. I know it's a biblical term, but that's how Spirit put it. That's how the message came to me. The gathering is coming. Obviously, it's like a prophecy. It's something in the future, but it's being cooked up. It's being aligned. As they say, it all first comes together in the spirit, and then it comes together in the physical realm, the physical 3D world. So Spirit has given some of us some idea of what's coming, and it's big. Even I cannot imagine it. Yeah, I don't want to say any more right now. I think that's enough for now. But please remember that we existed literally, and that we exist literally, and that we are back here existing in this day and age and walking the earth literally again. If you still don't want to believe that, then it does not matter, because as I keep saying, it doesn't matter whether anyone believes or not. What is. It does not require anyone to believe. It just is, whether anyone believes or not. The truth is the truth, and it just is, whether anyone believes or not. I'm done here for now, so blessings to all of you, and I hope you all take care.